Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of this collaboration between Eastern Iowa Community College, Clinton Regional Development Corporation. We are reaching out to professionals in human resources, education, and asking them questions how they're preparing for COVID-19 moving forward, their response so far, and what we can look at as possibly a new normal in the future. So I'm joined, as always, by Chris Caves from Eastern Iowa Community College and the Talent Link. Chris, how you doing?
Good, Andy. Happy to be with you again.
Today we have a special guest, JR Kuch. JR is the principal at Clinton High School right here in Clinton, Iowa. JR, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is kind of here, so thank you.
And obviously, we're all working from different locations, so excuse any delays in bandwidth. We'll do the best we can. Working remotely is not always the easiest thing in the world, but we're doing the absolute best with the tools that we have access to. So, JR, if you can hear me, how have you been doing, man?
I think I've been doing okay. I think so. Just like, I count my blessings because of anything that I think is a trial or tribulation. I know that there's a lot of people that are going through much worse, but I think it's been great to spend some time with the family. There's no night activities for me right now to go to. So I'm home every night and spending time with the family. And, it's just something different right now. And, I think it's just something I get used to. So what about you guys? You guys been good?
Nobody ever turns it around on us. This is all new. Yeah, we've been good, man. We're excited. Good. Chris and I we feed off of each other. We're both high energy, so this opportunity has been great.
Awesome.
So last Friday, Governor Reynolds announced no school for the remainder of this year. So what's it like in the hallways at Clinton High School right now?
Very bare. Very bare. We just had a locker clean out Monday and Tuesday of this week, and I tell you what, it was awesome to see kids again, and some staff members came and helped, there's probably maybe 2 kids that are like, this is great, but when you have over 400 kids throw up and like come through and be like, gosh, I'd much rather be there. And some of the times other kids are like, I hate school. Now they know, like, I'd much rather be here. So, it's a different feeling, I think as educators and as people, and we strive off of human emotion and working with others, and so doing like these types of things is wonderful, but it just doesn't replace like actually like giving someone a handshake or patting them on the back saying good job, whatever it is, so it's tough. We feel like we always want to be there for our kids, and we're trying the best we possibly can in different mediums to do that, but it's just not the same, obviously.
But you have been connecting with students leveraging social media. Tell me a little bit about your outreach efforts.
Oh gosh. Like I said, one of the biggest things at Clinton High, and I think every school is, you need to make sure that kids know you care about them. And then, when stuff actually does happen, you have to go the extra mile because, there's some kids that feel like there isn't one person in our building or in the district that do care about them. So I think what we have to do as educators, what we try to do here at Clinton High is we try to just try to find different avenues to do it. So social media is one platform we've used, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I haven't got into Snapchat really, or TikTok. Maybe that TikTok thing might happen, but it's just the idea of like, what can kids still kind of wrap their hands around, and be like, okay, be a part of something, So, one of the things that popped up on Facebook was I have some friends in the North Scott School District, and they kind of challenged us to hey, let's do a Spirit Week challenge. I said, okay, let's do it, and so we had a whole week of like kids and family members in the entire district, not just Clinton High, but the entire district, send in their photos and for a different Spirit Day, and we had a tally each day who won, and us versus North Scott, and and we kind of took it to the Lancers there.
Yeah.
Throughout the week. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, keep up the great work, man. I love seeing what you post. I love seeing the student interaction. Like you said, it's very important that the students know there's somebody still in the halls of that school that are, have their back and are helping to help, grow and develop as students. And what about the folks that are graduating, man? I mean, that's crazy. We got Chris Gaze with us. She's the workforce expert. I know she has some questions regarding those that are leaving school and either going off into post-secondary looking to enter the workforce.
Yeah, definitely.
JR, I wondered, are there any themes of concern that are bubbling up for students that maybe a top 2, top 3 concerns or themes of concern that you hear from students or parents right now?
Yeah, and that's a good question. So I'll give them two of the easy ones. What are you gonna do for graduation? Are you gonna do something for graduation? What's prom gonna look like? Are you gonna do prom? And we just got off a meeting with the district leaders here, and so I think we have a plan in place for that. But to more of your question, I think is one of the big concerns that we had was the idea of how do you grade moving forward. So if a kid, a senior, going to go into college, go into wherever they're going to go, how does the end of their senior year, essentially their last quarter, look? So at Clinton High, we chose to do a pass incomplete option for kids. And so once you do that, okay, what does that look like on a transcript? Do our regent universities, are they going to accept that? So we did our research ahead of time. We have a great counseling team here that did some more research for us. And so we found out that the pass incomplete right now will not hurt kids, if they show that they passed the class that they're in. And that was one of the biggest things that a lot of our kids were worried about, like, okay, where's my grade going to go? What's going to happen to my grade? And because it's an equity thing, because not every kid in our district has the same opportunities to access to the internet, a laptop, whatever it is. And we provided laptops, but we don't have an opportunity to provide internet,
We had some great advice from a local manufacturer there in Clinton last week. And they said one of the most impressive things to see on a candidate's application is that they're actually doing work to stay busy and continue to contribute in a part-time and or a volunteer capacity right now. JR, I would think that would apply to students as well. This has been a terrible disruption to their schedules and their lifestyles. But what words of encouragement can you give students to continue to take another step forward every day? Because life hasn't stopped, has it?
It sure hasn't. And I think it's been, and that's great too, because it's the idea that, we're a required learning district. So our kids have to continue with the learning. But we've also kind of adjusted our thinking too, because we have kids now that are trying to pay bills for family members who might have lost their jobs.
Okay.
So it's the idea that we need to be cognizant of our families, their home life, what's going on there too. So the idea that, continue to work. Yes, you have to work because you have to pay the bills and those types of things. And we've talked about the idea that, if you're working, if you need more hours, then do it. I know that I was just talking to a senior parent the other day, and then the senior, he's working the overnight shift at Home Depot right now, and doing the stocking shelves, and he gets done at 5 a.m. So those types of things where kids can put on their resumes to move forward. Like, wait, you did this during this time to show that you were really trying to kind of better yourself and better your family. And I think that's the biggest thing is, whatever a kid needs, it's different for each kid. So when it comes to, maybe it's education, maybe it's work, and whatever it's going to help them, I guess, be successful. That's what we're trying to get across to them.
Yeah, no, that's a great insight. So logging 18 hours a day on Fortnite is not going to cut the mustard, huh?
Yeah. I thought there was a brief, like probably 5-minute thought, I'm getting some gaming in during this entire thing. And that has not happened myself. And so my hours have not cut down at all. Like, I'm still working the same amount of hours. So.
Okay. Yeah, we're all incredibly busy, no doubt. It's a weird dynamic. Everybody's trying to plan for the future, but the future is so uncertain, but we're all doing the best that we can. So Chris, do you have any more questions related to workforce and workforce development for those students in high school right now?
Maybe as the first educator we've had the opportunity to interview, JR, I wondered if you could leave the show today with students in the Clinton area or throughout the region here, Illinois and Iowa. What are some words of encouragement or optimism that you can give students to persist through this pandemic and come out on the other side ahead?
I think what always comes to me when it's the idea that maybe my grandparents would always say that, they walked 2 miles to school both ways uphill,
in the snow.
No, exactly. I think this is an opportunity where our kids are going to be able to look look, I had this to overcome in my life for this, whether it's 3 months, 4 months, who knows how long this is going to go on. And this is what I still got accomplished. Just because we're kind of locked in our rooms or we're locked in, where we're at, that doesn't clearly define what we are trying to do as people. I will take myself for an example. I've never done a podcast before. Now I've somehow done 2 in a week now with people that just randomly ask me to do something. And I hate it because I have all the answers about something.
You're breaking up there a little bit, JR.
Oh, my take.
Oh, now there's
blame my.
Well, as you can see, we're all doing the best we can. You got a little one on your lap. You're getting stuff done. You're engaging students. There's a little bit of a lag here with our audio, but I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to sit down with you and have this conversation. Keep up the great work, sir. We're going to see this through, no doubt. Oh,
definitely. Well, and thank you guys for doing this too. I mean, it's just a great opportunity to the. You guys are staples in our community, and we wouldn't be where we are without you.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Chris, do you have any closing words for our audience?
No, this was a great interview today. Thank you so much, Clinton High.
All right, everybody. Again, I'm Andy Sokolovich, Vice President of Economic Development from the Clinton Regional Development Corporation. And thank you for joining us for another episode of this Eastern Iowa Community College Clinton Regional Development Corporation collaboration, where we bring you insights and experience from your peers in human resources and education. Again, thanks for JR Kuch from Clinton High School for being on the show. We'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.
Bye.